Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
What's going on here, everything?
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Who? No, you're not hurt.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop passes.
Here's Mariota. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On 3rd down, Mariota completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't get much.
So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Mariota. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. And that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
What was that? I don't know why it's not, man, because the internet is on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Going up top, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I
think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd down now, it's Banks, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with touchdown 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, it was going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Mariota now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 27, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Turn up. Check, lucky.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, look at the juke. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down. Thanks. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, Mariota. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Mariota on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Mariota. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But
this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
What? A 60-yard field.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down now, it's Banks, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Mariota to Barkley on the check down. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, Barkley. He won't go down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a return will stop right around the 25.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They needed a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Who that?
Now a handoff here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Wow.
Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Wow. Nobody
and
can.
into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Man, man, they got to keep this close. It's a rivalry game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught.
Yeah,
so they
crazy,
took a chance, but they are back with a
Pollard
point I guess the coach
Palmer
looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
A couple more to go. Hell yeah. Well, a couple more to go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. But that's that's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple times, yeah.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Too slow now.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll drop the throw.
Run. That's right. Run.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watts.
2nd and 9 now.
Throw
left side complete. That's Watts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, Coop. That's right.
Diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Oh, man.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 1st down, Pollard able to fight for about 4 yards Pollard. There to the 13.
He's going to get you 60 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Pollard again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Might have 30 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
All right.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player is having that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, hell no.
He's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Oh,
and they
shit.
get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
That was good.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Going for the deep ball.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Yeah. Get back. Stand, bro.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, a little juke. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 4. Looking right side, and he's got a man. It's Watts. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to run again here with Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision.
Hey, man. I'm just saying.
Decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Let me see where I'm at. I'm at the 38. Gotta punt it. No, he's going for it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
No, we had our 38. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got to punt it. Or else they'll win. I gotta,
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
I'm thinking. So I was thinking the same thing.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 1. A minute 36 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
That nigga's got a lineman out here catching balls.
That's bullshit. The tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Down to the final play. That's where we went in this with a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3. What did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, you know, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday.
There it is. Let me roll a victory blunt on that one, fellas. That was a close game. Had to come back. Had to come back from the depths of hell in order to prevail. But I got that dub. That dub.
Oh, behind us.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm trying.
All right. Sorry, I had to give y'all a nail biter like that. You know.
I can't. There was like smoke right there. There was
Oh
gas
man, you play
right there,
against
and it was
these
hurting me.
birds?
I'm trying to get out of it so
Oh
I can pick you
man.
up, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Hey,
I can't. Yeah. Fucking everywhere.
anything to get these
No, I can't even do anything.
ducats and these little buckets, and hopefully Masters will be a gold or something, man. I'm hoping. Or Fordham. Let me see how many more plays they got left.
Throw your thing. Thank you.
Okay, he almost halfway there. He almost halfway there, and I don't think Fordham is nowhere near.
Hold on.
Yeah, 21, because I ain't starting. I'm scared to start him, dog. I should, though, huh? Just cuz. Especially if we take him.
It's there.
I mean, I don't see any intangibles that he can do other than special teams. Y'all about to play